Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another stellar episode of Danny Does Disney. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us. Today we're going to be speaking about Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. Now in its 27th year here in Orlando, Florida. This year is gearing up to be the best rendition of the event so far. Houses like American Horror Story are returning for yet more thrills, and newer houses are coming as well, like Ash vs. Evil Dead, The Shining, Saw, a new house based on Blumhouse movies, and even some original houses like Scarecrow, just to name a few. Tickets are available for purchase on select nights between now and November 4th. 2017. If you've not yet heard of Halloween Horror Nights, don't forget to subscribe to get all the latest updates from my channel, Danny Does Disney, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now, that being said, let's dive right in. As I always suggest, go ahead and pick up a park map, as well as download the Universal Studios app. Set up during the regular day, as well as for HHN, are these little circus games. And Five Nights at Freddy's is a featured prize. Right next to the Mummy attraction is a Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. Go see what's inside.
A few moments later.
Definitely make that a stop you check out while you're here for HHN, or even if you're just in town at Universal between now and November 4th. There's a lot of cool merch in there. Some of it HHN specific, but a lot of it also specific to the houses that they're featuring at this year's event. Definitely check it out. ShaWorks! Directly across the street from the HHN Tribute Store, and also across the street from Fallon, is the Purge Scare Zone. So this is the first look that I'm getting at the Fast and the Furious attraction since maybe 3 months ago, and it looks really good. They look like warehouses that have been here for at least 15-20 years. I cannot wait for this attraction to open. It's slated to open in spring of 2018, which is just around the corner. Walking through what is the Invasion Scare Zone section for HHN. Very cool looking right here. Oh look, it is a dead body. Hopefully that's not a real scare actor. Unlike Disney, on non-party nights their decorations go away, but here they remain. Can't wait to experience this scare zone in just a couple weeks. Excellent! Granted, the Bill and Ted's franchise is over 20 years old at this point. It's still upsetting to see that this is the last year for that show. I'm not even sure that I'm going to be able to see it this year, depending on our timing. I'm looking forward to it because I hear it is extremely funny this year. If you do end up seeing it, please write a comment, or if you have seen it, leave a comment in the section below letting me know whether you liked it or not. The Trick or Treat Scare Zone is the most set up scare zone out of all of the ones that I've walked through on nights that it isn't actually HHN. I guess it would be very difficult for them to take down all of these pumpkins every night. It bothers me a little bit because this is one of the movies that I haven't seen. So the scare zone itself might not make so much sense to me, but I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure I watch that movie before I come on the actual HHN night. The Academy of Villains stage show was one thing that I missed out on last year. My first year coming to and covering the HHN scene. This year I hope to catch it though. The stage has been temporarily placed over here in front of the Universal Orlando Horror Makeup Show area due to Hurricane Irma, and I had heard that it was going to be moving to its normal spot over there, but I'm not sure where it's going to be on the night that you're here. Just go ahead and check the Universal app and ask a team member if you need to know that information. If you've seen it already or you intend to see it and you're hype about it, go ahead and leave me a comment in the section below, letting me know what you thought or what you're excited for. There's a possibility that this has always been a thing, but I'm just noticing that it looks like this ground over here got a fresh coat of paint recently. Again, I haven't been to the park in a while, and also I'm not that observant, so it's possible that this has been here all along, and I just never noticed. The Terminator 2 3D ride is still here, however, it will be closing very soon. It's really upsetting to me because this is one of my favorite attractions in the park. The attraction is spot on. So if you're going to be here in the next couple weeks, make sure that you go ahead and experience this attraction for one last time. Also one of my favorite movies. If you've never seen it, stop watching right now, put it on pause. You can always come back to me later. Do yourself a favor and watch Terminator and then Terminator 2. Terminator will knock your socks off. Terminator 2 will blow your socks into next week. Look at these creepy pillars here set up for the scare zone here on Hollywood Boulevard. Pretty sweet. Now, if you're an AP, annual pass holder, if you're an AP, you should probably know what AP stands for. However, if you are an AP and you wanted to spend the day in the park before your HHN adventure, this right behind me, the Hello Kitty area, is one of the holding areas for staying in the park. And then once 5:45 hits, they release you into a certain section of the park. It's probably right over here. This main stretch of houses here with American Horror Story right behind me. There are a couple other holding cells. I'll put a link in the description below for more information about them. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, Halloween Horror Nights is just around the corner. If you haven't already purchased your tickets for this year's event, stop what you're doing, put me on pause, go ahead and do that right now. You will not regret it. I also highly encourage you to consider purchasing either the Frequent Fear Pass, which allows you to come on multiple nights for a lower price, or buying an Express Pass with your Halloween Horror Nights single night ticket. That way you get to experience everything. There's a lot to take in. Go ahead and like this video if you like what you're seeing. Subscribe to continue to receive updates from Danny Does Disney on all things in the Orlando theme park scene, from Disney to Busch Gardens, Howl-O-Scream, and more. Comment in the section below if you've got a question. Don't hesitate to ask. My question for you this week is, how many of you have been to HHN before, and how does this year's event compare to other years that you've been here? What's been your favorite year, your least favorite year? Go ahead and write that in the comment section below. I do take the time to read each and every one of your comments, and I appreciate them oh so much. Thank you so much for watching, and have a magical day. Bye-bye.